about the guy you're planning on marrying, Haven. I really like to think he's a one-in-a-million type of guy. Like the kind of guy with the perfect looks, perfect body, and perfect style. And for me, that means he's the perfect man and should belong to me.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Thank you so much for bringing a man like him to my attention. I'm finally starting to believe that a thing like destiny is actually true. And, that my destiny just so happens to be him.
What are you talking about, Gracie? I never brought him to your attention, okay? I just brought him over to meet everyone in the family before we plan to get married.
And from that point on, I really started to like him a lot. Haven, do you mind giving him to me?
Please don't say such stupid stuff. He's my fiancé. Did you forget that? I've no reason to be handing him over to anyone. I get that you always want whatever I have for some reason or another, but you have to understand by now that I will not give you someone that I love.
But him and I have already traded phone numbers with one another.
What?
And, for some reason, I'm starting to think that he might actually be into me already as well. Well, of course he would fall for me. I happen to be the most loved person when it comes to everyone. So, I knew I'd get his love as well.
Wait a second. You stop saying all that crap right now, Gracie. If you even lay a finger on my fiancé, I will not forgive you ever again, and you'll be on my hit list for sure. Understand that?
Did you know that your sister is finally going to get married?
I know that. You didn't have to come to me of all people and say that. Now why are you even talking to me in the first place?
Now what makes you think that you can talk to your mother in that tone? You knew from the start that your fiancé would choose someone like Gracie over you, right? It's only natural that she gets whatever she likes. And as for you, with not a hint of cuteness to your name, it's only fair that he threw you aside for her.
Is that really something you should be saying to your own daughter?
Well, if you had just figured out how to make yourself look attractive, then maybe you would still be with him getting ready for marriage, right? But there's no point in you trying to be somebody worthwhile now. And you will never be able to change the fact that your fiancé threw you away for someone like Gracie.
I'm so tired of all of you. All of you are freaking toxic. It's crazy to think that it's not just my sister that's messed up, but my parents as well, because they always let my sister have whatever she wants. I hate you all.
That is not how you should be speaking of your family. Especially in front of your mother. God, you really are such a mindless idiot. There was no reason for your father and I to love you more than her when you act and think like that.
I understand that you and Dad don't give a crap about me, but the fact that my own little sister stole my fiancé from me and is now being backed up by my parents is just dumb. How dare you think it's okay to kick a dead horse like you have been? Just leave me alone already. I'm going to cut ties to all of you to make sure I never have to be hurt by all of you again.
You're cutting ties to us? There's no way you could get away with something like that. You are nothing more than a stupid baby that needs us.
I don't believe that I am a stupid baby.
Haven't you realized yet that you're the older sister? And that it's your job as the older sister to give everything you have to your little sister? Or are you still blind to the reality of things?
I realized that a long time ago, and I've also learned because of that I don't need a mother or sister anymore.
And I've always been trying to say to everyone that I only ever needed one daughter. I am so glad your father and I did such a good job raising Gracie. Oh.
I'm done here. Go ahead and say whatever else you'd like. I'm cutting ties with all of you right now. Goodbye forever, dickheads.
Why are you not answering my calls? You should be more than able to answer a call from your own mother.
And who is it that's been calling me?
I am not in the mood to deal with your stale jokes.
Well, I have no idea who you are, so can you please inform me before we start this little conversation?
I am your mom.
Oh. Why are you trying to get a hold of me when we've been doing so well staying out of one another's business for the past 2 years? You have a daughter that you and your husband both love way more than me, so go on and bug her about it. I'm not in the mood to be belittled by you anymore. Now leave me alone. Goodbye.
You really have not changed at all, have you? Freaking mouthy little witch that shouldn't even pass for a woman. That's why it sucks for me to have to sit here and ask you this.
What do you want to ask me?
Right now, Gracie is in a lot of trouble. She is seriously ill and will need a lot more help before she can get better.
What are you even talking about? Do you actually think I care that she's sick? Because I don't.
I can't believe you're not even worried about your little sister right now. I guess I should have known this is how things would go. Are you really going to sit there and say that you're not worried about your dying sister?
Just hurry up and get on with what you have to ask me. If you keep it up with all the emotional BS, then my energy will all go to waste before the day's event's over.
She's going to need a donor. An organ donor because of her illness. From what we're being told, if you give her one of your kidneys, she'll have a very good chance of fully recovering. So, now that you're aware of that, can you please call the hospital and set up the date you'll give her one of yours? We have to get all of that handled soon because it might be a few weeks before the surgeon can take you.
What the hell are you going on about?
Have you not been listening to me? We are going to need one of your kidneys, so we have to hurry up and pick a date to prepare for the surgery. They said that if you're quick enough, they can get you in tomorrow morning for that surgery even.
What? What the hell is going on here? Are you actually mentally retarded or something?
I want to know what kind of nerve you have calling your mother that. The only one here, that is you.
So you're trying to tell me that you want to use one of my kidneys? And you want to use it for Gracie, who is deathly sick?
Absolutely. You are her older sister, so give her your dang kidney already.
I've been living the past 2 years of my life in peace after cutting ties to all of you. And here I am, once a peaceful day like today, having to listen to you about people I really don't care about. And about how you have the stupid request for me.
What is with you calling all of us stupid? I am just telling you how things have been and how they're going to be, right? It's only right for you to become her donor because you're her older sister. You can forget about how she stole your fiancé from you already and give her that dang kidney she needs.
I don't have any little sisters anymore, though.
What?
I haven't had any parents or little sisters for the past 2 years, so have you lost your mind or something? You're not even old enough yet to be going senile or anything, so it's really a shame you see you in that state. Thank God you're not my family anymore, because I would hate to have to take care of you when you do get old enough to be legitimately crazy.
What are you saying? Tell me what any of that means.
What the hell do you mean, give us your kidney? Who do you even think you are to me anymore to say something like that? You should be asking me in a much more polite tone, at the very least, if you're going to ask that from a stranger like me.
I don't give a crap about being polite when it comes to you. You're going to be giving Gracie one of your kidneys, right?
Well, no matter how you go about asking me, I'm not planning on giving her one.
What?
Why do you think I should give one of my organs to a complete stranger? Of course I'd be saying no to that. I don't know how many more times I'll have to say this, but put your head on straight and think for once, you crazy old loony.
Oh, who the hell? Is anything I'm saying even entering your ears? She is on her deathbed right now. Gracie is on her deathbed. She has an illness that is literally going to kill her, and you're not going to do a thing? Do you really still call yourself an older sister by doing that? If you're really her older sister, then you'll give her one of your kidneys.
Oh, jeez, this is just dumb now. You and Dad were the ones that always cared about her over me, so would you please leave me alone now and figure something else out yourselves? I don't think you understand just how little I like the three of you buffoons. You're not even my mother to me anymore. Gracie isn't my little sister, and Dad isn't my father.
Excuse me?
Ever since you let Gracie just get away with taking my fiancé from me, I stopped thinking of her as my sister and as you as my parents. That was literally the last straw for me, and you guys pulled that sucker from me like it was free or something. So now that you understand my feelings, can you quit it? Just be quiet and go find yourself a donor like everyone else. By being put on a donor list. It's really stupid for you to even ask me things like that in the first place.
What kind of attitude is that? Have you forgotten that your father and I were the ones that raised you?
Oh, I forgot about that a long time ago, actually. Honestly, I was wondering if you guys ever did anything in the first place to show that you were raising me. That's how little I care. I guess I can thank you for giving birth to me, but that would be one hell of a stretch right there. Because ever since you gave birth to Gracie, my life has been like living in a labor camp. You and Dad always thought about Gracie all the time and put me on the back burner. No, wait. You just dumped me in the trash like you didn't even need me anymore.
We had no choice in that matter. You were the older sister and Gracie is your little sister, so...
So what? As a mother, you should be more than capable of caring for 2 kids. But instead you only focused on Gracie, and my whole life I felt like I was never even a part of the family. Whenever Gracie wanted something of mine, you would let her have it. I thought I was finally in the clear after leaving your guys' house, but that feeling of safety only lasted so long. Because not far down the road, Gracie was back stealing my fiancé from me, and you were just letting it happen. Well, I've got to cut ties to all of you now, so stop trying to act like I think you guys are anything more than strangers. Stop asking me such stupid requests. You're all just selfish pricks.
The fact that you would say all that to me is awful. So you're telling me that I'm really not like a mother to you anymore? Throwing away your family like that is the worst sin one can commit.
I really thought I made it obvious to you this whole time that I don't care for any of you anymore. Who was it again that my whole life acted as though I didn't need to be cared for and could fall second to my sister's wishes all the time, while also picking on me any chance they got? I don't really think it was me that threw you guys away, but you guys that threw me away. And that happened long before today. I don't even remember the last time I thought of you guys as family, to be honest.
So because of that, you're not going to help your little sister?
Ugh. Like I've been saying, she's not my little sister to me anymore. You're being a witch about all of this now. I have her blocked ever since she took my fiancé away from me, so don't think she has any chance of talking me into giving her any help.
She has always been telling me about how she can't get a hold of you. The reason for that was because you've had her blocked? Blocking your own little sister's phone number like that.
Jesus freaking Christ! She is not my little sister anymore! I have a new world now that I live in with new people, and you guys are not a part of it. So leave me the frick alone!
What do you mean? Huh?
I got married last year.
What? You got married?
And from what I've heard, Gracie ended up leaving the man she stole from me not too long after I left, right? I guess I was lucky to never marry that guy after all, especially since he was cheating on me with her right before our marriage. Freaking dick. But I'm happy I never had to deal with him again after he left me for her.
It's because of that man that Gracie has had to go through a lot of heartache. And if you want me to take the blame back even further, you were the one that introduced him to Gracie.
Huh? So that's my fault now. You're brain dead. I just brought him over the house one time to see everyone before we got married is all. If anything, it should be your guys' fault for letting her take that man away from me right before we got married. So why bother blaming me for something like that now?
Gracie has nobody else to rely on right now besides her family. So you should be just as much to blame for what happened to her as the rest of us. So can you please do something to make up for your wrongs? You happen to have 2 kidneys, so it shouldn't be a problem to hand one over to her, right?
I told you that I'm married now, right?
That has nothing to do with this.
It does, though. I'm pregnant right now.
What?
There's no way I'd be able to give her one of my kidneys right now, even if I wanted to. But even if I wasn't pregnant, she wouldn't be getting anything from me anyways.
Are you serious? Are you really going to throw your family away like that?
You guys have never been my family, Lo. So how would I go about throwing away something I never had to begin with? The only family I have now is my husband's family and nobody else. Luckily for me, his whole family is made up of really kind-hearted people who have been supportive of me in every way. I've been able to tell them everything about what's happened between myself and you guys, and they listened and understood me. They've all treated me like I've always been a part of their family, and I'll never leave them.
Who cares that they care about you? They are all just strangers. You are my real daughter, all right? And Gracie is your real sister. Do you not want to stay with us?
I once did want to stay with you all, but that was before Gracie opened her mouth. Ever since that day, you guys have all been more distant to me than strangers. You're all like aliens. Like I will never be able to meet any of you in my lifetime.
No way. You're making it seem like you really won't help your sister.
By the way, there's something I'm wondering about. Why haven't you given her one of your kidneys yet?
What?
If a doctor said I was able to match with her, then that should mean anyone in the family can, right? So why am I the only person you're asking? Why do I have to go through all of this for people that I don't care for?
Well, you were the youngest of us all. I'm almost in my 60s now, right? If she were to get one of my kidneys.
Look at that. You don't give a crap about helping her and would rather force me to do it. You're such a sly little cunt. Just go help her yourself already if you care so much about her. Stop asking me like I would ever do something like that for any of you.
But you both are sisters, so you should want to help her more than me. Why are you not more open to that?
Ugh. Go away already. It's gone on for too long now, and I need to put my phone down.
Wait!
This is the last time? What final things do you have to say to me?
When will my grandchild be born? Your child is my grandchild, right? You're going to let me see them, right? Hey, I really want to see my first grandchild. I want to hug and kiss them like I have myself a baby again. So you'll be able to let me see them when they're born, right? Also, once you've had the baby, you'll be more than willing to give Gracie a kidney, right? Right?
Wow. I knew it. I was just going to block you, but I wanted to see where all of this was going. But no, it's confirmed now. I've confirmed that I need to block all of you and never ever let you into my life again.
What? No, wait. I really do want to see my grandchild.
No worries. I've already prepared myself to tell them when they come of age that I never had any parents, and that their only grandparents are my in-laws. They'll never know a thing about you guys. They'll never want to meet you guys. And most of all, you will never get to know a thing about them. Now good luck looking for a donor that'll work with Gracie. I'm blocking you now, you screwed up witch. Naturally, since all of them were like complete strangers to me, I never ended up donating a kidney to them. But soon after that day, word got out about how my husband happens to have some money, and due to that, those freaks started to try with all they had to find us. They went all over town shouting my name, trying to find me, and even started to put up posters saying that I was kidnapped and that if anyone saw me to have my whereabouts reported to them. But the thing is, my husband and I didn't even live in that state anymore, so I'm not sure like they were going to have any luck finding me like that. And having already blocked all of them on every form of social media as well, of course, they were never able to find where we were living. As of right now, Gracie is still in the hospital hooked up to a dialysis machine and has not found herself a donor yet. I really hope that right now she's regretting her whole life and wishes that she had just been a bit nicer to her older sister. And I'm sure that really soon here things will begin to go sour between her and Mom. As for myself, I was able to give birth to a happy and healthy baby boy. Right now, I'm really looking forward to becoming a great mother. And if I'm ever to have another baby, I'll make sure that they are loved just as much as my first son will be.
Why did my mom call me crying after you went to her house?
Your mother is dramatic. I told her that I forgot to buy her chocolates because I was running late for my appointment. I got to her house. She scolded me for forgetting the chocolates. So, I offered to go back to the store and get them for her. But she said that there was no use because I'm useless. Then your little sister Jenny came back home from school, and she said that she was hungry, so I made her some food and had some for myself. I left enough food for your mom.
You can't leave cold food for my mother. What's wrong with you, Alicia? You are not the same woman that I married. These days you have crazy mood swings and you're forgetful.
I'm fine, honey. Look, I am sorry that I was having a bad day today, and I might have been a little mean to your mom.
That's not the problem. The problem is that you cooked her expensive lamb without asking for permission.
But Jenny said that I could and that she wanted some lamb.
So you're going to follow Jenny's orders? Why did she not cook for herself? She's 20 years old. You really disappointed me today.
I really am sorry. I only want what's best for the family. I am also not used to some of your family, so I apologize if it seems like I don't care about your mom and sister.
You better learn to respect them, or else I might have to do something that I don't want.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that you knew what kind of man I was when you married me. You knew how important my family was. You're the one that wanted us to have a house of our own when we got married. I indulged that, but you knew that my mom had arthritis and she needed to be taken care of.
Are you threatening me with divorce? Sebastian, I've been a loyal and loving wife to you for more than 3 years now. I take care of shopping for your mom and clean the house because your sister's busy with school. I suggested we move because your job was further away and we would save a lot of transport money.
Gosh, I know. Please tell me all the things you did and had to give up because of me. I'm not saying that I'll divorce you. I'm letting you know that if push comes to shove and I have to choose between you and my mom, you know that blood is thicker than water.
I will give you some time to think about what you've said, because I sure as hell did not get threatened by my own husband. Hi, how are you doing today? Hi, Alicia. I'm feeling so much better today, but my joints are not that great. I was about to do some work in the garden, but I just cannot. There is not much work to be done, though. Must I come by and do the work, or I can send a gardener? Why waste money on a worker when my son's wife is here? How long are you going to stay at home and not work, though? I am looking for a job, but the market is not looking that good. At least I can use my skills as a career by taking care of you. No. Do not refer to you as some fragile patient. No, ma'am. I mean that since you're my mother-in-law and we're family, then taking care of you won't be a chore. Let me get up and eat something, then I'll come. Are you still in bed? It is high noon and you are in bed? Just get up and take a bath. We do not have that much time. After you're finished weeding my garden, you need to take me to church, and then I have a doctor's appointment later on. I also need you to order something for me on the internet on that eBasket website. I had a late night. That's why I'm still in bed, and it's barely 10 a.m. It's fine, I'll come without eating. We can order something to eat while I'm weeding the garden. Oh, and it's eBay. That's what I said. There are these pots that I saw, simply beautiful. Hurry up now. I do not have time. And that sister-in-law of yours is nowhere to be found. What a useless child. Of course, Mom. I'll be there immediately. Come back to the car this instant. You did not tell me that you had a doctor's appointment as well. I'm finished with mine and we have to go home. And why are you at the doctor's? You don't look sick to me. In fact, you look even plumper than before. We need to go home and buy stuff on eBasket or whatever it's called. Sorry, I cannot answer right now. I'm not feeling well. We'll text you when I come back. I am getting test results. Do not take all year. OMG, can you stop? I have been driving you around all day and I have not eaten anything but your shitty nutrition bars. And now I feel like I'll faint as I wait for the doctor to give me the results of the test. And I think something is seriously wrong with me, so give me a break. Babe.
What?
I think your mom took my car and went somewhere.
What do you mean? You're supposed to be with her today.
I left her in the parking lot at the doctor's because she refused to wait in the waiting room. When I came out, the car was gone.
Why did you leave her alone? What is wrong with you, Alicia? I know that you don't like my mom, but are you going to let her drive around to who knows where when she's not even supposed to be driving? If anything happens to my mom, then you and I are done.
I am sorry, babe. It was for a few minutes.
Why were you at the doctor's? Her appointment was at 12. Now it's past 1. You should have finished a long time ago.
That is what I wanted to let you know. I have not been feeling well.
What do you have, a fever? The runs? You could have told me to pick up meds for you.
This is not fair. If your sister had been home, then she could have come with me and helped out.
My sister is studying.
Studying what? Partying?
Get a cab right now and search the whole town for my mom. If you do not find her by the end of the day, then don't come home. You make it harder to love you every day. You're so ignorant, it's disgusting. And stop apologizing. It will not fix anything. Find my mother. Okay, Seb.
She was at Betty's house having tea. I got her home safe, made some food for her, and now she's falling asleep.
What do you expect, a thank you?
But babe, she was the one who ran off after I told her to wait for me. I was waiting for the test results. I've been trying to tell you this for ages.
Now it's not the time. I am coming to see my mother and pick you up. Tonight, I am having drinks with a guy, so don't wait up for me.
But I have something important to tell you. I have been trying to tell you this all day, and you promised me that you would take me to have dinner tonight unless you forgot. Or we could stay in. I could cook us a good meal, run us a bubble bath. Maybe we could play board games, watch a movie, unwind.
No, I don't want to spend time with you. I'm upset with you right now. And do not try to act like an angel. I saw the chats between you and my mom. How could you speak to her like that?
But my dear, I apologize. I was under a lot of stress.
That does not excuse it. Do not wait up for me.
Okay, dear.
I want a divorce.
Honey, what happened? Where are you? I've been trying to call you for the past hour. What's going on? We can fix this. I'm sorry about what happened.
The truth is that I do not love you anymore. And I know that you're pregnant, so this is an asshole move from me, but I cannot do this anymore. You're not the kind of person that I want to be the mother of my kids.
What? You're divorcing me because of your mom? I've turned down how many jobs because you told me that I needed to take care of her for just a bit longer, while your sister, who should be taking care of her, is gallivanting the streets.
My sister is studying so that she can have a better life.
I have been taking care of her as well. Did she not tell you that she just failed her last semester and that I was the one who helped her appeal so that she can rewrite? Or the fact that when she comes home in the morning with hangovers, I'm the one who helps her hide it from her mom? What of the weekends I have had to sleep here because I am afraid that something will happen to your mom because your sister will not be home? I clean, cook, and wash their clothes, and then I go back home and do the same for you so that you can come home to a warm house.
Look, I do not want to be with you anymore, and what happened yesterday helped me decide. Also, can you please abort that baby? You cannot be that far along.
You idiot of a man! I have not been gaining weight because I am pregnant. I have been sick all along because I have been diagnosed with diabetes.
It's not such a big deal, right?
With the way I'm being overworked, the doctor told me it could be chronic. That is why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted us to make a plan, maybe for us to move back in with your mom so that I at least will not have to travel as much.
And why are you only telling me this now? People will think I'm an asshole.
You are. You're a stupid little man, Sebastian, a mommy's little boy, to the highest order. And the fact that you would ever suggest that I should terminate if I had been pregnant. Do you know that my blood pressure was through the roof when I went to the doctor?
I do not care about all that. I am going to send my sister to come to fetch my clothes. You better have them packed. I'm moving back in with my mom. I have been wanting to do this for months, but I fear that you might be pregnant. You have gained so much weight and become unattractive.
And who will look after your mom?
My sister and I will do it.
Okay, Seb, we're going to get divorced as it appears that you do not want me anymore. Hi, how are you, bro?
Hey, sis. What's up? We have not spoken in ages. How is my brother-in-law? You guys should visit soon.
Or Sebastian asked for a divorce today.
What? But you two are happy. What is it, another woman?
I do not know. But now I want to come back home and stay. I do not know what I will get out of the divorce, but I feel like there's a better health care in our hometown than here.
Are you sick?
I found out that I have diabetes yesterday. I was with his mother when I got the test results, so I told her to wait in the car. When I came back out, she had driven off to her friend's house. When I told him, he was extremely upset with me and called me names. When I found his mother, he did not thank me. He blamed me for everything.
Are you not working?
No, I told you I was working so that you wouldn't worry, but he has not allowed me to work. Every night I clean his house, and then early in the morning I go to his mom's house and clean, then come back and cook him a meal. If she calls, even if it's 2 a.m., I'm the one who gets up to go see her, because he'll have work the following day.
This is sick. Why did you not tell me?
I was afraid that you would tell me that you told me so. I know you're not his biggest fan.
I have never been a fan of any man that is involved with my little sister, you know that. But if I knew that scoundrel was treating you like a glorified maid, I would have beaten him black and blue. What will you do now?
I do not have money. I have some for medication, but insurance pays for so little insulin. I will try to find a job, maybe get a pro bono divorce lawyer, and at least get some alimony.
Do not worry about the divorce lawyer and the costs, and please let me know when you run out of money for food and your meds. I am sorry that I did not notice that you were going through this, but it's over now, my sister.
Thank you.
We will talk soon.
Guess who came to my work today?
Who?
My ex and his new girlfriend.
What do they want?
Since I blocked them everywhere, they tracked me down to find the remedy I used to make his mom for her arthritis. His girlfriend did not seem happy to see me.
Did you give them?
No. I'm not related to them anymore. Have they forgotten how they treated me? I was left with nothing after he moved out. I had to go through months of divorce where I thought I was going to walk away with nothing. But thanks to you and my lawyer, I never lost my strength, and now I'm back home where my family is.
I am sorry that you had to see that scumbag. Make sure he's banned from ever coming to your workplace ever again. How dare he after all that he put you through, so that he could marry a woman who was the exact copy of his mom.
Oh my word, you are wicked.
Do not tell me that you did not notice. Even the dressing is the same. You would think that he would have gotten an upgrade, not a downgrade.
And I heard that his sister no longer lives with them anymore, after he started being controlling to her. But enough about them. I have a date tonight.
Yes, finally. You are back in the dating scene.
Only after being forced by my own brother and my friends.
We are only looking out for you. Or you have everything now. A new apartment, a job, and your health.
You were right. That man was holding me back big time.
Alicia ended up meeting a very kind man that she is still dating. She currently works at an old age home taking care of old people. She sold the house that she and Sebastian had and moved back to her hometown. Sebastian is still dating a controlling woman who is just like his mom, and he is even more miserable than ever now.